Hello Gemini, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie is not with us currently. He may come back in later, but we have a busy house, kids, couple sick ones, so he is out there with everyone else providing his lovely healing energies. Today we're going to do your reading for the next 10 days. So we're going to take a look at your energy, the energy of the person or situation connected to you, and then how those energies mingle and dance in the middle. And we'll close it off with an oracle card for the Gemini collective. As always, we're going to keep in mind that these are general readings, taking only what resonates and leaving the rest. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, or north node readings for additional context and texture. And then also check the description below. I have links to all kinds of things, personal readings. Be sure you're following me on Instagram. I have holiday specials there. And one of my best ones is a 2025 12-month outlook reading, and it's awesome. I go month by month. You can ask whatever questions you'd like in advance. You can pick your theme and I will just go for it, and people love that reading. So that sounds interesting. Get in touch with me. Okay, let's get going. Ooh, got itching coming in, Gemini. I will say too, I'm here live every other Sunday. I've got December 15th and December 29th, 7 p.m. Central here on my channel doing live readings. And then also, one more thing, also I have a women's webinar on Tuesday evening the 17th for hacking the lack in your life. So if that interests you, get in touch with me. Okay, let's get into the reading here, Gemini. You got the Wild Rose as your overall energy, and it says, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, and be untamed. Wow, Gemini, so a little bit more wild energy coming out for you. I like this. Let's see how this reflects and applies in the reading here. On your side, you get the Seven of Cups, the Fool, and the Empress. The Seven of Cups, the Fool, and the Empress. Okay, and actually this is amazing because I just had this time in between waking and sleep last night where I had this realization that if the Fool and the Empress come up together, that could represent a young child or a toddler or possibly a baby on the way here. So I think some of you might be faced with a new child coming into your life, grandchild, niece, nephew, something like that, because you're definitely showing me these energies. Now, if this energy applies more to you and the concepts that you're holding or the experiences that you're holding, we want to look back to between the ages of 0 and 3. And that would be something that maybe you're going down memory lane with that. Maybe you're doing a little regression therapy or something like that to clear something out. So that could also be the case for you. For the energy of the person connected to you, they get the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, and the Emperor. Wow, so you carry the Empress energy, they carry the Emperor energy. Irregardless of your gender, we have both the masculine and feminine represented here, so you get to pick whose energy is represented by what. This person really feels like they have a go-getting kind of energy. Go get them. Now again, you being Gemini, this could be another aspect of yourself. You could be dealing with some major life experiences, a child, or healing your childhood and your momentum and movement toward your passion here and really bringing that into structured alignment. In the connecting energies, we have the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Oh, this may be representative of a deeper connection with your feminine energies overall, or that the need for balance and the need for compromise lies with the feminine energies at this time. There could also be a sense that your relationship to this other person or your relationship to this aspect of yourself is enhancing your intuitive skills. Okay, wow. We have a multi-layered reading here, Gemini. Very interesting. And I'm going to go back to that wild rose. If we are dealing with a pregnancy, we could be dealing with you or someone who is looking at home birth or free birth. We have untamed here, embracing it, doing it your way. Any time you or someone close to you is going outside of the socially accepted norm, that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. Let's get into this 7 of Cups for you, Gemini, on your side. The 10 of Wands flipped out, and the Temperance card. Wow, okay, so there is being shown here a choice that you've made, okay? And you may be in a place with that choice where you are like, I'm not sure if it was the right choice for me. Did I make this harder on myself than it needs to be? Did I choose incorrectly? Should I have made another move? Is this a tangent? Is this a cul-de-sac and I need to turn around and go back? But the universe here is showing temperance, and the Temperance card here is connected first of all to Sagittarius, second of all to the rune Berkana, which is a feminine energy rune. I think right now, Gemini, you're being asked to trust your feminine energies and the feminine energies of those around you, especially as they are less aligned with the norm and less aligned with the status quo and more out there, more different, more fringe. It's actually a beautiful thing. It may feel hard at times, and I think you're showing me that, but with a little patience and resilience and temperance, I think you're going to overcome these energies because the universe is coming in to assist you. Let's look at the Fool here. For the Fool, you get the Chariot, which the person on this side got, or the other aspect of you, and the 10 of Cups. This is a priority for you to have a stable, happy home. And in every choice you make and in everything you do, you're considering the livelihood of your home environment, of your family, of the people closest to you, and how it affects you in relationship to them and coming around the table. Now, if this is new life coming into your bloodline, right? So we've got a baby on the way, or there's a small toddler. This would be the kind of soul that you are already connected to. So you could have 10 grandchildren, and there's that one that you just get them and they get you, and it makes no sense because the ages are so different, but you're gravitating to one another here. So definitely seeing that in your energy. It's really sweet. It's really beautiful. It's really innocent and pure. And I see all beautiful intentions here for that relationship and for that progression of the bloodline here. Okay, so for the Empress, you get the, what is this? This is the 6 of Wands and the Page of Cups. The 6 of Wands and the Page of Cups. I'm using the Norse Tarot, and they use a little bit different terminology here. Again, a youthful energy coming in with the Page of Cups, whether it be your own energy as a child or someone younger, grandchild. I keep saying grandchild, so for some of you it's grandchildren, but it could be a new baby on the way for some of you. And there's a looking forward here. There's a looking forward. There could be a baby girl on the way, or you could be wondering, is so-and-so going to have a boy or a girl? Or am I going to have a boy or a girl? I definitely see feminine energy coming in here. There's masculine energy on this other side of the reading, but there seems to be an enhancement, a rising up of the feminine energy. So when we're thinking about the untamed wildness, we're thinking about a woman in her very primal state, okay? And so whether that's through childbirth, through movement, through dance, ecstatic dance for some of you perhaps, it's a very lively, untamed, beautiful, let your hair down, run barefoot, that kind of energy. So for this Queen of Wands on the other person's side, or Gemini, your twin aspect here, is the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. Wow, we're really having, so when it comes to leadership for this energy over here, there's been this up and down where at times the leadership, the job, the career, the progress, the entrepreneurship, it feels really sturdy and stable, and you're able, or they're able, to relax in the energy of what's been built and be really proud of that. And at other times there's this sadness. I think for some of you, it may just be, especially if you are working for yourself and you make your own schedule and you are pushing yourself in certain ways, I think it may be just the challenges of that. Like, everybody thinks it's great, right? Oh, I would love to quit the corporate world and go work for myself and not have to report to a manager or a boss. And it is amazing. My whole life has come to this point, and I understand that as my own personal experience has reflected that. But there's these challenges, and you get bumped up against a lot of emotional energies to work through, and I see that happening here. I think a gratitude practice is all that it takes. A very simple gratitude practice should help alleviate that energy of feeling down, feeling sad, feeling like it's going too slow. When's my breakthrough? Blah, 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 you know? All goes on in the mind. The Chariot for this other energy, the Nine of Cups, and again, the Queen of Wands here. This may be your career aspect or your career personality, and not that it's honestly different from who you are. It's just as much a part of who you are as this other energy, as you are a family member, right? This is just as much a part of you. Or someone in your environment is reflecting these energies. They also build toward family, build toward emotional fulfillment through family. They have a lot of passion and desire and determination. Perhaps this energy is the providing energy or the provider energy. This could be the masculine in the situation, or it's just you in your masculine energies. And since I'm getting that more of a tie to career and how we feel about career and how we're leading, that could be the case. Or this is just someone who's providing and their focus is the same as yours over here. It's like similar goals here, but they have just a little bit different approach, or they're getting there through more active energies, if you will. For the Emperor, which also represents structure, it's the major arcana for the Four of Wands that they got up there, clarifying that first Queen of Wands. They get the Ten of Swords and the Two of Wands. At times, it seems like this energy, whether it's you or someone else, feels a bit trapped, feels a bit closed in on, almost like claustrophobic. And I think it has something to do with maybe getting in a routine that doesn't feel as creative. And with the Two of Wands coming in, creativity wants to, which is more of the feminine flow, the creative energy, it wants to find its way back in. Could be that you're working on balancing these things out in your life, balancing out family, balancing out home, balancing out work, balancing out self-care, all the things here. So you could be working with those fine-tuning, like into your masculine and feminine energies and trying to find the right mix for you. But there's definitely this craving to be creative, like craving creativity, craving wildness. Let's look at the High Priestess in the middle here. Let me write that down. Craving, I'm gonna put wildness. And it's interesting because you have structure and you have flow, but you want that wild, and maybe it's just more of that natural alignment that you're going for. For the High Priestess, you get the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah, I feel that some of you may be a little bit hard on yourself right now about not spending enough time or resources on the home life. You've been pouring into the business, into the structure, into the work. Some of you, it could be, if it's not a job, it may be home improvements or something along those lines. There's been a lot of action and a lot of movement into the masculine energies, the structure, which is great. It's needed. It's not any less important than anything else, but there's this doubt. in the connecting energies here of, well, I'd really like to, and I want to focus more on home where my heart is. Let's look at this Three of Wands here. And at the same time, there's always this underlying energy of, I just want to relax and dance and have fun, you know? Gemini loves to have fun. So there's that craving too of that has to be in there. For the Three of Wands, it's clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Fool. Lots of overlapping energies here between you, this other aspect of you, or you and this other person that are really reflecting. They're reflecting back and forth. There's stability. There's stability. It just, at times, I feel like you feel maybe things haven't all come together like you want them to, or that somehow you may be lacking in balance in your relationship to yourself. There's that place where you want to put more focus and more energy, and it's kind of bumping up against that place of, I want to let go. So some of you could be dealing with some issues of control here, holding on a little too tight to expectations or to results of what the masculine actions that you're taking should, quote unquote, should lead to. And there's this need to let go, let it go, let it grow wild. Let it grow wild like the wild rose. Gemini, let's get you a card from the Whispers of Aloha to close out. No, this is not Whispers of Aloha. This is Whispers of the Ocean to close out your reading today. You have yet another number 4 come up here. Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And we have the dolphins here. So that you can get in this wild, untamed energy, Gemini, and have more fun, which you love to do. Let your hair down. Ask for help. There's a whole pod here that is available to you. It has been your focus, I think, to be the caretaker and be the provider in the situation, maybe all in one. Some of you may be single parents, or you're just busy parents, right? Or you're just busy in life. And this is the energy of simply making a phone call, asking for help. So maybe it's time to call brother, sister, grandma, aunt, uncle, and ask somebody to watch the kids, or just take some time for yourself and go shopping, whatever it is you need to do. Gemini, thank you so much for joining this reading today. It's been my absolute pleasure to do it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.